realize that there's a continuum.
No doubt.
Yeah, and some of the folks I work with in very small micro business, those commercial kitchens are really essential too, because they want to make the product themselves. And so I think they would be disconnected if they didn't make the product. They're going into it because that's what they want to be doing. So I agree with you on scale, and I agree with you on all of that, but I think we should represent there's a continuum of need there.
Well, it is, sure, Mary Jo, it is that continuum of farmers market, CSAs, incubator kitchens. But here's a piece where we can make some jobs in our buildings above that.
I 100% agree with you.
Right. That's and that's the transformative piece. I'm not against the other stuff, except that it's really hard for them to sell when they're spending their time making. But there is no doubt there's a bunch you are not going to talk out of it, especially the first few times. And maybe it's even a better way that they prove it out. But it absolutely is a continuum. You've got these farmers markets, CSAs, and right now there's incubator kitchens, but there's nothing until you get to Del Monte. And that's the piece where I think there's a really tremendous opportunity. And it doesn't mean that if you put a facility up, that it can't do both.
Exactly.
We still let incubator guys in, but they're really good. And they understand how fast you have to be and the true elements of food safety. And a lot of new folks don't get that. So this is what some of our clients, employees do in the building. Dry mix production, this is brownies, pancake mix, s'more mixes. Oh my gosh, is that good? Supporting this product through production. We had a lot more produce come in than anybody anticipated. They were doing support, prep work on the produce. They can prep those ingredients. We do a lot of labeling, a lot of shipping, food service maintenance throughout this process. These are really fun jobs. They're good jobs for these folks. Right now, we don't take in any meat or dairy. We can go up to 49% as dairy ingredient. After that, it becomes a regulated dairy product. This is driven by the inspection system. This is why I want to stay so good friends with Jean. She's got this FDA license for cheese that's really hard to get. This is driven by the inspection system. So I think as a group, if we can all work at what our specialties are and the ag specialties we've got in our regions, we can work this together. So ours is broken into 4 separate areas. So 4 separate steps can go on simultaneously: baking, canning, dehydration, and dry mix. These are just the kind of things that are made, and every time I look at this, I think of 4 or 5 others. But all of these things now, barbecue sauces, soups, relish, pickles, these are going out of our kitchen now in 100-case lots, 12 to a case. These are chefs and people that have started businesses that are coming in and have them make 100 cases of pickles, 150 cases of a barbecue sauce. We had one guy just did 800 cases of a barbecue sauce and then reordered. The market is there for this. People want this backstories. They want the stories that you've got, that you've worked so hard to develop. So right now, we're in the middle of Wisconsin, 35 million people. Phil Lewis, the old professor at Madison, Phil's still with us. Circle City concept, Chicago, Green Bay, Wausau, Stevens Point, Minneapolis, Quad Cities. They all want to do this. University of Chicago has identified South, South Central, Mid-State Wisconsin, and the Driftless region as their breadbasket for the 21st century. They've got us, and they've got Southwest Michigan. There's nothing produce-wise grown in Illinois anymore or Indiana. They've picked these 2 places to develop financially. We can sell into those markets. The business of economic development is money from outside coming in, jobs for our folks. Now that network's going to grow. I'm in a network from about Pittsburgh to Omaha where I think we could put about 50 of these facilities collaborating over time. So thank you, and here's a couple ways to get a hold of me. That's my regular email. You can search Wisconsin Innovation Kitchen, and I also write about it where I put all of this into the writing at last if you Google up sustainable work. So thank you very much, and anybody have any questions? Good, thank you very much.